Oh my God. I'm sorry. I misjudged when I would be back. I was out with family. I wasn't driving. I didn't really have control of when I get back. I thought 7 was a good guess. Not the case. So I'm not going to say anymore. I apologize for being late. I'm very excited to jump in today with our two chapters, One Piece 1151 and Kagurabachi 82. I'm super excited. You may have noticed a change on the channel lately. I'm making videos again. I kind of was in a rut because I was really focused on making my Egghead Part 2 video, and I just struggled with the motivation for that. So then I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to make just other videos. I'll make short videos, and then I can just churn them out. So I pumped out 3 videos over the course of this week. I did a Kagurabachi video, which I really enjoyed making, which did good. And then my One Piece live action video got 2,000 views. Like, that's awesome. I'm so happy about that. My Gart versus Whitebeard one didn't do as good. I'm still proud of that video, but I don't know. I've never done versus type of content on the channel, so it was a test. I don't think it's going to work out too well. I may try it again in the future, but so yeah, that's just the quick channel update. But we're going to hop in with our One Piece chapter 1151. So now, again, being a person on the internet, when these leaks come out on Thursday, and today is obviously Sunday, I know a little bit happens. I know, obviously, you can tell from the thumbnail, I know Luffy and Zoro come back. So, or the monster trio and then Loki come back. I don't know anything other than that. I'm just going to skip the cover story as we normally do. I don't care about the cover story. Maybe you guys out there do. I have never really cared for the cover story all that much. All right. Wait, captains, you mustn't do this. Chief Jarul is the world's oldest warrior. He's a legend. Let me zoom in a little bit. We've looked up to him for our entire lives, haven't we? Yes, that's right, Kashi. Oh, I was just saying, it's Oimo and Kashi, and they're like, the warrior we once admired has grown old and feeble, so it's time to force him into retirement. And then we will be the kings of Elbaf. There's no need for the god of Elbaf anymore. Bring about the age of war. We'll build an era defined by ruthlessness and mighty. You guys never talked like that before. What's gotten into you? Stay back, Kashi. They were flipped over and turned into a different people entirely. Now they're like demons, dark and twisted all the way to their core. It can't be. Thorman. Oh no, I'm trapped between them. No, wait, I don't want to turn evil. Don't flip me over. Okay, interesting how this is sort of set up like a game for Emu. Is this like Emu's perspective of all of this? Is like this little board game. I also like just the overall kind of how we expected. This is how we expected the Warriors of Elbaf to be. These like ruthless, mighty guys, and turned to be really peaceful. And now it's just Emu has sort of come in and flipped the script where it's like we're fighting that now, which it's not a great thing. Ah, what an incredible feeling. No, Thorman, not you, too. Retreat for now. The tides have turned against us. The enemy took Gabon out, it seems. No, it can't be. Wait for me, Colin. Is it true about Mr. Ya? Mama's gonna save you. Branch Route 8, back with the kids. Demons. The giant pirates have turned into demons. So they're manifesting new nightmares about the demon. Interesting. The nightmare hole. Dun dun dun. Yeah, new demons coming out. Get to your feet. You're not actually dead. Ah, that's right. Get up there. Be reborn. There's no waking Elbaf from this nightmare. And that, I forgot to mention, I did also know that this was a thing. Killing him's true, or not true, but human form. Now things are really cooking. With the great one here, there's no need to hold back. Rampage to your heart's desire, my sleeptids. Remember, Elbaf, you created these monsters yourself. Saint killing him, dragon, fruit, mythical type model Kieran. Man beast form. That is cool. That is a cool design. I like killing him before, but Hey, you're coming? Yeah. Get out of here. Get out. God damn it, my family, bro. They're messing with me. My brother just came in. He's like, "Oh, you filming?" So that's a dope. That's a dope design. That really is. Um, yeah. I mean, look, I don't have much more to say about that, but I love it. Are there even more of them now? Looks to me like things have gotten mighty. That things have gotten pretty hairy. Master Dory, Master Bragi, what are you doing to your homeland? Wake up, you guys. Why do you look like that? Where's your sense of pride? Damn it, we can't save the children. Now I understand why Saul wasn't able to stop them. The children are being guarded by monsters and invisible thorns. Wake up, Bent Yolva. Let's go, Yolva. I don't got time to be passing out. I'm coming to save you, boy. Just you wait. Oh, oh. It's going to hell. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. Is that Zunisha? But like not actually Zunisha, but the thing. How far shall we go, great one? The playing board is entirely in our color, back to the playing board that we had before. They will eventually crumble under the weight of their own personal demons. Continue until it breaks. Until what breaks? The heart of Elbath. This country would have been subjugated years ago if it were not for Harold's miserable failure. What does that mean, dude? I'm going to come back to that. We're going to keep reading as we do here. Many minutes earlier in the underworld. That was bad. That was really cringy. Oh well. I didn't think this through. Chopper's falling after him. I really didn't think this through. But calm down, Chopper. You got this. You can do this. Make sure he doesn't die. And he stops in the air. What? Ooh, wait a minute. Sorry. Oh, I got a little excited. Ooh, make sure. And he skids. Interesting. When he falls all the way down. And then now we get interesting. If you want answers, then beg me for them, Hadrudin. You killed my father, Loki. He was my father too. And yet that didn't stop you from ending his life. Knock it off, Hadrudin. Hey, Chopper just fell down from above. Huh? I heard something. Did you see him? No. True, it seems like something just came down from above. It was beyond the mountains. How did I know it was Chopper? Someone else is with him. They're weakened. Wait. Say, how did I know? How did I know it was Chopper? He just knows it was Chopper. That sounds pretty bad then. Did they fall all the way from the sun world above? You got to search for them. They're going to go... Yeah, we got Hadrudin, we got Loki, we got Roto. And I was going to say, I don't remember this dude's name. But we got to all of them. We're all here. And we're about to pull up. Hey, Gerd and Goldberg. I was going to say, I remember these two. I just don't remember who the other guys. Gerd and Goldberg. You got anything on your wish list? Like someone's head or some jewels? Or oh, sure, we got wishes. Oh, I forgot about this. How this guy talks. Sure, we got wishes. But we're not unlocking your cuffs, Loki. Damn. Bunch of goody two-shoes. Hello, Loki. Shaggy, listen, I'm busy right now. Call back later. Don't worry, it won't take long. As a matter of fact, I'm busy too. Just one thing. Fine. Keep your voice down. I wasn't able to tell you earlier, but I will be unable to call you for a while, I think. Huh? What do you mean? At first, I found it frightening, but the more you and I talked, the more our conversation became the source of solace to me. So I wanted to express my gratitude. Hey, what's going on? Don't tell me. Are you in danger somehow? I'm fine. Don't worry. Where are you? I just want to say thank you for everything. Hey, wait. Hey, Shaggy. Click. Damn. Don't do that to Loki. This is like one friend. The whole time he was stuck with him. His one friend. Damn it. What are you looking at? I'm glad to know that you have a friend to keep company here in the lonely underworld. Don't you dare tell anyone. He's like, don't tell anyone. Don't you dare. Hey, Gerd. Prepare your medical supplies. Mr. Ya is badly hurt. I guess everyone really loves this guy, huh? You're lucky, Chopper. You're lucky that Chopper was here to save you. Good job, Chopper. What? Oh, God. He's doing it. You butter me up like that, you jerk. He's doing his classic can't handle the praise. Okay. And now we're going to come back here. What? This old guy, he was on the King of the Pirates crew and sailed with Roger and Rayleigh? he's like, what? This dude? This chump? He and Dark King Rayleigh were known as the wings of the King of the Pirates. I assume he was the third strongest on the crew. What? So he's a huge pirate, huh? That would explain why he was so tough. And it means he knows Shanks. Look, he's trying to say something. What is it, Mr. Ya? Second strongest. So this is where all the conversation about who the strongest, like, this is where all the Zoro and Sanji agenda came from. Now I get it. Because I've been seeing a whole bunch of that. See, he has to jump in and say second strongest, just like Sanji would. That's perfect. That's hilarious. I love that. It's good to see you awake, Mr. Ya. How could this have happened to you? Oh, about that. There's huge trouble going up there. Luffy, listen up, everyone. The children were taken hostage by a couple of bad guys, and no one could do anything to stop them. There are giant monsters rampaging around. And hockey flash. Oh, no, that hockey. Huh? Aye, my word. Everyone, back on the lift. We're returning to the Sun World. Elbaf's in danger. Save your breath, Chopper. I get the idea. Oh, wait, are we getting a team up? Sorry, my thing. Whose preposterous hockey is that? Dagaga, looks like you're going to need me after all. Dun, dun, dun. And that's the end of this chapter. Again, only a 15-page chapter. I feel like, it's not like that much. It's only like 4 pages shorter than like what the old ones used to be. But like, I don't know. I don't like this being the new like consistent thing. I just feel like a lot of this, and sort of how I've been feeling. I'm planning on doing a read through of Elbaf at some point, because like I feel a lot of this is just like re-hitting the same thing. It's like, yeah, we get it. They're evil. We dedicate 2 pages to that. I'm sorry, no, 3 pages to that. I'm sorry, no, 4 pages to that. Right? Or I mean, 2 pages, 4 pages, like 6 pages. We get Killingham, true. That's a good development. But the rest of this is just like, yeah, we're evil and we're doing evil things, and it's like, okay, why don't like? But it's like they're not. They're just saying they're going to. Like they're not actually like they're not killing anyone. They're just like, they look scary. That's it. It's a whole bunch of looking scary, not enough being scary. And then we get like, and then like the second half of the chapter, I really enjoy. This is really great. We get rejoin these guys again. They, we get a more development with Loki and his friend, Mr. Ya. We, a little bit of a agenda going on there. You know how it is. And then we are going to the Sun World. Everyone's joining in. And hopefully Loki is too. That would be very cool. So, yeah, really cool chapter. It just, again, week to week One Piece, I don't have a lot to say. It's really just the overall developments of One Piece that makes me more excited. I'm gonna have to, like I said, I'm gonna do a reread of this chapter because I just realized like how many chapters we've been in Elbaf. It's been a while. We got at least 20 chapters in Elbaf, and it doesn't feel that way just because I feel like we spent a lot of time on stuff I feel like isn't super critical, especially now that we're in the end game of One Piece, where it's like, hey, do we need to spend all this time? Like we spent like 3 chapters in Roto's like underworld, like Roto's like puppet world. Like that was not necessary at all. It really wasn't. So it's just stuff like that where I'm like, I like this arc, but it's not gripping me the way Egghead did, like instantly. With that being said, let me stop sharing. And we will jump into Kagurabachi, which I'm very excited to. I'm a little sad I'm doing it without Willibald in the chat, but I pushed back. Like normally I would have done this live stream like, 8 hours ago. He's probably unable to join. I know he's in a different time zone than me, so he might even be sleeping. So shout out Willibald, the goat. Hopefully he watches this later. We are jumping into Kagurabachi right off the bat. Before I even look, so yeah, this is great. Before I even start, I know. Again, I was visiting. I was out doing stuff with family. I opened up Twitter and immediately saw a picture of Samura. So I'm like, okay, I know we're cutting back to the Chihiro versus Samura fight. That's it. That is all I know. I'm super excited to dive into this. I cannot wait. And right off the bat, the first page just confirms that. So it's not like I had that spoiled for me, but not really. It's like immediately happens. All this time, I wanted to believe it, but I couldn't be sure. Ro jumps up. See, this is right after the big boom. That was close. The Kumayuri. Where's Hirohiko? He retreated. He's still contracted to the blade. The sheath fell. It should be 2 floors down. Mr. Samura has advanced even further in the past 18 years. In that battle just now, I sensed that his revival sorcery was an intentional exercise. Why did he hone the ability to kill someone and revive them? Look, this is exactly... This makes total sense why we're cutting back to this after we're to reveal Uraha's alive. This is what I'm saying, dude. This makes total sense. Yeah. And there's an Uraha over there. To that end, you're willing to let all the sword bearers die? It's necessary to stop the malediction. His only motive is to stop the malediction. He bears no malice towards the sword bearers. Mr. Uruha is alive, isn't he? So this was throwing me off. If you've been watching me, I've been calling him Uruha for a while, but then I looked it up and it's actually Uruha. Because I want to make sure of that before I made my video. So if I say Mr. Uruha, just, consider it Mr. Uruha. But Uruha, I think, is the way you're supposed to say it. Isn't he? And he's like, Malediction is the true realm of the Shinoichi. It has claimed countless lives. The only way to make sure it never happens again is to execute the Swordmaster. But if the Swordmaster dies, the eternal contracts dictate that all of the other sword bearers would die too. They refrained from killing the Swordmaster to spare our lives. They sealed up the Shinoichi to minimize the risk of another malediction. Minimize. Even still, he had to constantly live with the guilt that the malediction could strike again. Oh, are we cutting back to the converse? Yes. Okay. Yes. This is awesome. Because it's like when you go back, because I've been seeing this on Twitter, people theorizing. It's like when you go back and read this, it's like you watch JoJo. I do not watch JoJo. That is like one of the big ones I haven't gotten into yet. I do plan. It's on the list for sure. It is on the list. I assume there's a reference somewhere. It was one thing I know about JoJo is the JoJo reference meme. Okay. I'm going to kill all the sword bearers. I thought my time was finally up, but he allowed me to live just a little bit longer. That's why I can't throw away that gift. Wait, who? Oh. Is he talking about Kunishige? Don't worry. And when they walk out and they're about to duel, it's so cool. The only one about to die is the hero version of you. Huh. Well, it's all about our egos. The only thing left is to fight to the death. And then he cuts him. Right. And so this is another thing that people pointed out, and I noticed it, and this is huge. He cuts him with the regular sword, grabs Suzaku, cuts him with that, uses it on him. Don't tell me. Do you intend to shoulder it alone? Then that's what that means. And then he wakes up. Yeah, he used Suzaku, I guess, on a time delay is what I'm saying. I think that's what the impression is here. That is an awesome... Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'm looking over on the left page, and we're about to get a little more of an explanation as to how the revival form of Suzaku. Oh my God, how that works. Wakes up. From what they tell me, at one point I was clearly dead. My eternal contract was severed. So that was his goal. He came back to life. It's a miracle. No, like a phoenix. Exactly. It was Suzaku. Did he implant the flames of mercy into my body so it would activate after my death? I get it in principle. Sorcery activated by a person's death isn't unheard of. Yo, true. They just and then wow, that was just explained. Oh my God, that's awesome. But revival, clearly he didn't have that power 18 years ago. I don't know how he did it, but Mr. Samura cultivated that ability to release the sword bearers from our eternal contracts. Exactly. And look, I mean, I think they're being a little um very blatant with it here. That was something I was able to pick up immediately. As soon as we learned Uruha's alive, it's like, yeah, okay. That is his plan. They're spelling it out for people, but I mean, I guess if you're in a binge, you're not going to be able to think of it all. But when you have a week in between chapters, you're going to be like, oh yeah, you have time to think about it, I guess, you know. But there are limitations to this kind of sorcery. Even with the spell implanted, if the sorcerer dies, the spell dies too. So it wouldn't work if he implanted it in himself. Right. In other words, this tactic of severing only the internal contracts couldn't be applied to Mr. Samura himself. Mr. Samura knows just that. Nobody else has to. Oh, no. No. They changed the line. It's no one else has to endure this hell. Why is it different? He intends to die alone. He intends to do away with the eternal contracts, the swordmaster, the risk of another malediction, all of it alone. And that is why he is. I mean, like I was saying, he's already my favorite character, but it's just like it's that much cooler. I've been chasing after you all this time. Only I pursued you relentlessly. Only I alone, I can't move. With your eternal contract broken, your whole nervous system is trying to regenerate after being distorted for 18 years. It'll probably take a few days. Then, who will stop Mr. Samura? I hear Chihiro Rokihira joined the counter Samura force. I guess since Chihiro didn't have the contract for as long, he was just able to recover from it quicker. That's, I guess, the best explanation. You know? Oh, shoot. What did I do? My bad. I minimized my tab and I just messed everything up. Okay. Back to here. Don't report me to the higher ups. There's no harm in having a secret ace up our sleeves. And then now we're back to the present. You're supposed to be dead. I lost. At least let me protect this place while they're away. I have faith in them. Oh, talking to Chihiro, he's like, I lost, but let me protect. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, we're back. I thought we were going to just jump into exactly what's going on with Aruha. So what if Aruha's alive? You intend to die alone? More than anything. The possibility that the malediction and the power of the enchanted blades will wreak havoc in the future is my greatest fear, as he sees Iori. I know you feel the same. You don't need to stop me. I'll kill the swordmaster. Yes, I feel the same. Wait a minute. I can't. Okay. Yes, I feel the same. Swish. Something's happening. They clash from like above. That's a weird angle. Even in your darkest despair, you want to save other people's lives. You fought tirelessly for that. I'm the same. I'm willing to fight tirelessly. Tirelessly to save your life. That won't stop the malediction. Dude, I mean, fair point. Very fair point. Like that's not going to help. We need to find another way. I'll fight alongside you. Impossible. Closes the door. What's going on here? Walks up. Oh, is he going to look through like the little peephole? No. No, dude. No, dude. No, he's dead. He's going to die. No, he's going to die. Oh, he looks so fucking... Dude. Dude. Oh, shit. My bad. Sorry. Oh, my God. Okay, wait. No. I was going to say, those Suzaku flames? The white purity and style entails building up spirit energy to generate explosive force. He prepares to take out your hero with a single blow, an imbued blow with the flames of Suzaku. Last time we faced off, I didn't even slow him down. Nothing I say now will be convincing. So he has the flames of Suzaku in order to heal him. Like he wants to take him down, and I guess he just wants to do the same thing again. I have to charge this with everything I got. Nishiki amped. Through the door, he's determined not to let me read his stance until the last minute. If I move, he'll locate me by sound. I'll stand my ground. He's doing he's doing a Nishiki white purity style. Maybe it's gonna work. I don't know. Probably not. Goes in, explodes. His sword isn't even out. I don't care if I go to hell. Freaking energy blast. Crow feather launch out. Blocks it. I'll show you here and now. And then they're in the clash. Chapter 82 and 10 versus Tobemune. Oh. Dude. None of y'all... I get it. I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing. But none of y'all were going to say I wasn't sharing my screen this entire freaking time. Dog. Oh my God. Oh my God. That was so bad. What is... No one was gonna tell me. No one, and there's people in this chat right now. I see you. You guys weren't gonna type in like, "Hey, you're not sharing your screen." Oh my God, dude, if Willa Bald, bro, I need you. If you were here, you would have told me. Oh my God, that was insane. I can't believe I didn't share my screen for the entire chapter. I was just talking to myself like a crazy person. Oh my God. All right. Well, all this time I wanted to believe it, but I couldn't be sure. I'm just going to go through the whole thing again. I mean, all right, I guess you can see it now. You guys can see what I'm talking about when I like go over it again. Super awesome. We get like Ro. Thought he was done for. We get like basically we spell out exactly what his plan is, which is like very cool. Which, you know, again, is something that I kind of came to the assumption to on my own. I made a video about it. You should go check it out. Aruha Returns. That was my, I made the video about it. But this was, they basically spell it out. Samura explains all these things. I don't like how they changed this. The line, no one else has to endure this hell. Like he tends to do it alone. has to join me just sounds way less cool than no one else has to endure this hell. Anyways, yeah, and then Aruha is like distraught because he's like, dude, I'm, I've been doing it. I pursued, I've been chasing after you. I've been trying to follow you, and you're just gonna go and like throw his life away, throw your life away for this. And he's like, why would you do that? Like, I put all my faith in you. And that's why he says, who will stop Mr. Samura? Which is exactly, wait, where'd it go? I'm the same. I'm willing to fight tirelessly to save your life. They see it's like, hey, Samura, we care about you. Maybe this is not the best way to do it. We can work around this. And yeah, but also no, like Samura's plan is pretty rock solid. I'm not gonna like it. It makes sense. It's if you're gonna do it, it's because I mean, obviously, this dude's the Sword Saint is going to be the final villain of. Maybe not the final. Yura probably is in there too. Yura or Sword Saint. Sword Saint's going to be a big deal. He's going to be a major issue at some point in the future. So it's like if you can just take him off the board, that might be a good idea. Now, something that I did not add into my video that came to me after I uploaded it was discussing how his conversation with Yura went, where he was talking. He was like, I don't know if he actually explicitly said this, but it was like his plan is to kill the sword bearers, then kill the Hishaku. Right? Maybe he intends to. So, okay. I just thought something. Does Yura know that the sword and contracted sword bearers will die if they kill the Sword Saint? Like, does he know that? Because if so, he just like basically handed over Hirohiku. Like, actually, he was just like, here, yeah, you can play with this. You're it's gonna kill you later, but don't worry about it. But anyways, my point is that the way it was laid out to us, Samura plans to kill all the contracted sword bearers, then go and kill the Hishaku. So now it's like, is he gonna kill the Hishaku before he kills the Sword Saint? I assume so. Also, like, why hasn't he gone? Like, he's been doing nothing for a week. Like, he's been monitoring, but like he's done nothing for a week. You know what I'm saying? He's made zero progress towards his goals. And the only one time he shows up is to fight Chihiro, which like is actually a good. It's like really freaking lucky that he showed up because Iori was there and he had like no clue. Right? That's just dumb luck. But if he was been busy fighting other contracted sword bearers, I don't know. I'm getting bogged down in the details. But so that's the only thing that's a little up in the air for me is like, what's his plan with the Hishaku? Is he planning to kill him before he kills the Sword Saint? I don't know. Anyways, we get a quick little clash. This is a weird angle. It's cool. It just doesn't have like the movement. It just like sort of looks like they're standing there. Which like yes, they get their line of dialogue, which makes sense. He jumps back. This is so cool. He closes the door. Chihiro walks up, looks through, sees Samura like this. Oh my god, that's such a cool. Samura's on demon time, dude, with the feathers and the thing. So he builds up the power for Light Purity style. He plans to take him out with the flames of Suzaku so he can like heal him, right? Chihiro's like, all right, I can't talk him out of this. I just got to fight him. I have to charge this with everything I got. He does a Nishiki. This is the Nishiki power. White Purity style. Look, he's holding it. Not exactly. He doesn't have like the cool finger point like he does. His fingers are like wrapped around it. He's like, all right, I can't dodge it. I just got to take it. Samura undoes his blade. Does, whatever that damage is. Blasts him out. Chihiro is able to move his sword out just enough to defend it. Meanwhile, Samura has knocked him. Such a cool panel here. Look at this. Boom. That looks like it's not as powerful, but it's got like the same impact as as Kuguri's freaking blast that he did. And then they get launched into the sky, the snowy sky. I'll show you here and now. And then we get the site. Willibald is in the house. No, dude, I ain't gonna lie. I fucked it up and I shared I shared the entire chapter with I read the entire chapter without my screen share. And I was like, dude, no one in this chat said anything. They were like, no one was like, hey man, I know you're talking as if you're reading, but you're not sharing your screen. And I said, I'm like, dude, if Will Bald was here, he would have let me know. He would have had me. No worries, dude. I know I changed it. I delayed it by like 8 hours. I totally understand. And then I was even 20 minutes late after that. I am for real, dude. I am so bad. Amateur hour over here, dude. It was because then I read the whole thing and I click back over to the tab where I'm streaming and all I see is my like profile. All I see is this, and I'm like, wait a minute, dude. You're joking. You know, I couldn't believe it. And I just like sat in silence for like a minute and I'm like, dude. It was so embarrassing. I can't believe it. But we're here now. We're here now. And I just did a quick like run through the chapter again as because this is a freaking awesome chapter. I'm holding it over your head for next time it happens, you're not gonna tell me that I'm not sharing my screen. You're just gonna let it happen. If it happens again where I'm not sharing my screen, you're just gonna be quiet and it's gonna happen again. You're gonna like play along. You're gonna like gaslight me and play along. Like, dude, that panel looks sick. I'd have it no other way, bro. That's perfect. I get it 100%. It was bad. But dude, this chapter is awesome, man. Have you seen I assume I mean you've got to have read it. You usually read it before I do. Even when I start like I'll like hop on a live stream 30 minutes after the chapter drops and you've already read it. I'm being real sneaky. You've obviously already read this chapter. So like I said, the only thing I knew going into it was that I saw a panel somewhere. I don't even know which panel it was. I'm not going to lie. I just like opened up Twitter so briefly, quick panel of Samura. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're coming back to here. And I close that out immediately. So like we get this sequence here. And I thought this was it. I'm like, might have been this panel. I don't know. Or one of these. And I was like, all right. And so then we cut back to Uraha. And I'm like, okay, this is like a quick transition to explain Uraha. And then it's like, read it literally as it came out. Bro's in public, like reading peak. That's great. That's funny. Yeah, as it came out. Yeah, dude. And so I'm like, okay, great. Now, like, we're gonna cut back. We're gonna get the Hikuri and Aruha stuff. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, we're freaking here. We're doing this. We are doing this. I couldn't scream. I was trembling. This page is so peak, dude. Oh my god. I don't know how he keeps doing it. I really don't. Look at like Samura, and then Chihiro looks cool too. Samura's just, he's got the points. He's got the scars. He's got the feathers. He's pointing at him as he's doing it. The flames coming off like, dude, he was built for aura. That double eye, the white purity style. I know. And the craziest part is Chihiro's white purity style was like barely able to block. Like all he was able to do was block. He didn't move at all. Like Samuro moved to him and cut him before all Chihiro could do is like open his sword a little bit in order to block it. Does he? Oh, he does. No, you're right. I'm tweaking. It's under. Yeah, I thought that was the finger right there, but that's his middle finger. That's his point. Yeah, okay. He's got it. Chihiro's got the sauce. He's got it, dude. And then, I just realized this. It's the gulp from here, and he hears it. I didn't pick that up on the first time, and that's what causes him to draw the blade, do his slashes through everything, hits him, beam attack out of there, and then we're out here, and dude, the chapter drop in 10 versus 2. When like he does a delayed chapter drop, it is always so freaking cool it's gonna be something I'm looking for now. I'm like, if there's no chapter title at the very beginning, you know we're about to get a peak chapter because the chapter drop at the end is always like so cinematic. Chihiro went for the paladin route and take that damage. Yeah, he was like, I can't move. I'm just gonna take it. I can take it, bro. And then it's like, okay, maybe he can't. maybe he can't. But I think, people were saying it wasn't a beam, it was just Samura's spirit. I know, but it's so cool because it looks like a beam. Like it looks like Kuguri's like attack, like a weaker version, but it's just Samura's spirit energy. It's not even his like. Oh, dude, it's so cool. It's so cool. So, and I know people were theorizing. Go back to chapter 17. That's oh, you mean what 17? Isn't that Sojo and Chihiro? Round 2 V2 versus Sojo round 2. Oh, like you're talking about the chapter title where it's like Cloud Gouger versus Tobe Mune. I mean N10 versus Cloud Gouger. Is that what you're talking about? Or I think that's what you're talking about. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, dude, so cool. And now they're just like in the sky. I love how it's like snowing too. That's also like just a cool effect. And the snow is like melting. That's water. There are water droplets around him now because the Suzaku's flames. Okay. We're to which panel? Which panel are we comparing it to? This one? The T title. Here. Okay, and then you said 17. Let me pull up 17. Dude, you always have these like little like things, and I love them. Where's 17? 17. Here we go. Oh, was it? Was it that? Or wait, let me start from the beginning. Dude. Oh my god. You're insane. You are actually insane. Did you find that? Be honest. Did you see that on Twitter or did you find that? Because that is insane. Oh my god. I don't, dude. How can I remember this? I didn't read this that long ago, and I still like. I don't remember exact panel layouts. That's crazy. Water break. That is nuts. Dude, Willibald, you're insane, dude. Oh my god. I'm in awe. I really am. Twitter also got. No, man. I mean, look, dude. I believe you because you always find this type of shit. It's insane. That is crazy. Wait. Okay. Wait. Can I? I'm not gonna be able to do them side to side, but I can like transition back and forth between them. I'm gonna do it. That is crazy. To that. Oh. That. Dude. Unreal. Unreal. The finale title is just yes, that's the one I was thinking of where it was Reunion, right? Wasn't that the name of it? Reunion. When Chihiro and Samura met up again for the first time. Yeah, definitely. Because it's right next to the 58.1, which was like which is like the worst thing because it's like you end on this cliffhanger. Yeah, the 58 reunion. You end on this cliffhanger, and then you go into Sojo's bathhouse adventures. It was like funny, but like I was so upset, and you had to wait so long just to get back to this, where they're talking. Like it. Oh man. Yeah. The Sojo jump scare. Exactly. Oh my god. How much fun I have in these streams. I appreciate that, Willibald. You make this really fun for me too. Before you, there was no one talking to me. And then now I get people and I can talk to you. It's great. Have you liked the I saw you saw my Kagurabachi video. I've been back to making videos again. I've been a while. I'd lost the motivation because I was working on like this really big One Piece video, and I'm like, dude, screw this. I'm just gonna make a bunch of short videos and like churn them out. It'll be more fun. So I saw you comment on my Aruha video. That was great. But no, no shit. Sorry, forgot how to drink. Yeah, no, I appreciate you being here, Willibald. It's great. I know if you, I wouldn't recommend going back because there's nothing to see. I was just talking to a blank screen of myself, but I did mention I'm like I feel a little weird getting into Kagurabachi without Willibald here. I was like, yeah, usually I got Willibald here. It makes me feel like I'm not crazy and talking to myself. I get to chat with him. It's something. This is a peak chapter. Okay, so I want to check out Twitter. I always love. That's a thing I started recently where I'm like, hey, let's check out Twitter after these things come out. Let's go most recent. I was left disappointed to reuse of the people scene. Nah, dude, shut up. Nah, the people is completely different. This is a cool people panel, but like this is like he's using it in combat, which is crazy. That is crazy. Let's go, bro. Urha gets so fixated on his crushes he doesn't even think about the bodies at his feet, unlike Samura who slashes on eye. Interesting. Okay, stop. They're making it so gay. they're making. Why are they gonna make Urha so everything with Aruha so gay? Maybe when I finally get my hands on Seishi Samura for getting bandana guy Gert. Well, Gert killed. Yeah, wasn't that Aruha's? Is his name Gert? That's crazy. Aruha's protector, right? This is the best chapter Hokuzono drop, man. Every page in the panels are beyond amazing. How does he do it? It's peak after peak, bro. He never stops. He cannot stop the peak. Even with the other Enchanted Blade users, Sharded and Mystery, I feel like Samura will still be the strongest. Dude, I hope so. It's Kagurabachi. Exactly. What did you expect? Samura gets all the glaze. That was, yeah. Samura gets all the glaze. And this, too. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, when Samura, like, ends up leaving the story one way or another, right? How the hell, like, how do we top this? This is the coolest fucking manga ever. I don't make the rules. Fags. This panel. Samura gets all the cool panels. His name is Fushima. Gert was a random nickname because of the ship Yogurt. I'm not gonna lie, I don't get that, but you know what? I'm cool with that. I don't need to get everything. Yeah, it's so true though. These panels are great. They're so cool. I will never doubt you again, Hokuzono. This is look, I'm just saying, if you watch my videos, it's exactly what I said. That Samura was sacrificing himself. He intends to die alone. I even dropped this line, but the correct version where it says no one else has to endure this hell. Not no one else has to join me. That is a lame, that is a worse version. Yoji, I got you. Yoji Yogurt. I forget his name's. He's a Ruha. But yeah, that makes way more sense. I always get confused. But no, this is what I said. This is what I said in my video. I'm like, no, Samura, this is what like makes Samura like one of my favorite characters, period. Is this. How has he not lost his sandals yet? Facts. The last page. Dude, that'd be great. What's your taste in women? That's funny, dude. Close the door. Ichihiro's face before locking it will never not be funny. That is funny. He didn't want to see him like what's going to happen, but he's like, here, let me close the door and then I'll kill you. Don't worry about it. It's so cool. It's so cool, dude. Grippers aren't on par with Luffy. Died? I don't know if I. Dude, nuts, man. Absolutely nuts. Hokusan is about to give us the best fight of the series so far since Chihiro versus Sojo. It's going to be a masterclass of a chapter next week. Dude, that's the thing. Like, this ending, like, N10 versus 2, like, this is just the warm-up. Grippers on par with Luffy, dude. I got you. Like I said, I probably should have figured that one out, but I'm not the best with reading comprehension. As we found out, like I don't remember panels like you do. That's nuts. But yeah, that's the crazy part. Everything that's like awesome about this chapter is just the preview for the fight. Like this isn't nothing. This is just them like okay, we talked it out. It's not going to work. We have to fight. So freaking cool, dude. Showing the cashier my 100% disc with a sword. The worst speed blitz in Kagurabachi. It's pretty bad. He's kind of been outdone by him. I'm not gonna. He heard his gulp. I know. Yeah, I heard. And I got that on my second time through. I realized that. That's so great. He closes the door to any other possibility. He refuses to listen, to learn. He rejects others, selfishly denying their desires. This set of panels perfectly encapsulates why I think Samura is selfish. For a man who fights with his hearing, he's deaf to others' wishes. Interesting. It's that fight with everything up to 11. Yeah, dude, it's going to be 2.0. We're about to get a masterclass in fighting. It's going to be nuts. Dude, I was just about to say, this is kind of, like I said, like I look, Samura, like, sure, he's doing the right thing, but also he's like, no, he's selfishly carrying the burden of self, he's sacrificing his own life, but he's also selfishly putting it all on himself, leaving his daughter, leaving Aruha, leaving Chihiro behind. He's a flawed character. Like, he's not, like I say, he's my favorite character. He's very flawed. He did not make the right decisions when it came to raising Iori, but regardless, he still wants to walk this path. And he's still doing it the best way he can. And just another added thing, like every time he is not opening his eyes. So Hokuzono is saving him the right thing in the wrong way. Exactly. Right. He's not. He's my favorite character in the series. He's not correct. Like, kind of correct when it comes to like, look, if you save me, we still have to deal with the Sword Saint. Like, that makes sense. I get that. But like, also, you could just like, I don't know why he doesn't just walk away from this fight. I'm not gonna lie. Well, because then if he kills the Sword Saint, Chihiro will die. He doesn't want that to happen. Yeah, I get he's saving Chihiro. He's, quote, saving Chihiro against his wishes too. Yeah, damn, she kind of cooked with this one. Yeah, what is up with the Kagura butt cheeks? I didn't. Where did that come from? I woke up the other day or was that yesterday that came up, or is that today? I don't know. The second Iori death panel. No, dude. No. Oh, no. I'm killing myself and dying alone, girl. So if I understand correctly, Samura wants to bear this burden alone and die alongside the Sword Saint. Chihiro must think there's another way to stop the malediction and keep Samura alive. And they're fighting because... Why again? Because Samura doesn't want to hear Chihiro at all. Holy shit, dude. Oh, wait. Can I... put that on screen? Put that on screen, dude. You cooked. Actually, I was going to say, because as a slanderer, But low key, the name's funny, so the fandom embraces it, so it cancels out. I got you, Kagura butt cheeks. Okay, I was wondering where that came from. I felt like you would know. You're always in on the slang that I miss out on. You cooked with that one. I was even gonna say, I'm like, because we saw Samura use Suzaku on this attack, like the attack we just saw. He is using Suzaku on this attack, and then he clashes with Chihiro. Maybe he used Akka there, and just he already has Suzaku. Heal the eyes forcibly. He'll force him to see another way. That is crazy work. That is crazy work. I thought it was just going to be a way that like Chihiro could Samura gets a hit on him and he just like heals himself. Heal Samura's own eyes forcibly. You cooked with that one, sir. It's on the record. It is on the record. We're putting it right here. It's on screen. If this comes true, you earned it. Because I was gonna say, yeah, because he keep hinting at him like he can heal his eyes at any moment. They're saving that for something. Akazaku. I like how you say that. Can be used to sever Samura's own contract. I mean, in theory, yes. I just think the only thing is it's like Samura seems to be really advanced in his Suzaku power in order to be able to learn how to revive someone. Like Chihiro just like, hey, let me steal this from you. I don't know if he would be able to replicate that, but that's a good guess. And then it's like Samura lives on in this story and he just like goes off and raises Iori. That's the best. It's a bit more of a stretch. I agree with you. There's still a chance. A bit more of a stretch. That'd be the best ending we could hope for him. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets to go off and like raise. He gets to go off and raise. Oh, dude. If you just add like the effects, like the Suzaku and the feathers and the eye, like not to downplay what this dude did, but this is cool. This is really cool. Yo, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting to the end. Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that. This is such a good arc. Don't say that, please. Look at this. Boom to boom. You were right. Hey. Willibald found it first. But for White Purity style, there's a Ruha. So Samura's death flags have raised again. It's beautiful. True. Damn right you did. Yep, Willibald got it. Is it cool that I call you Willibald? Or would you rather me Willibald D? I don't know how else you would say that. I just realized I've been calling you Willibald this whole time, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should change it. Okay, what does this guy say? Similar in theme but distinct in execution, Chihiro wants to protect Sayori's wishes, therefore closes her away from the life of violence he chose to pursue. Samura ignores Chihiro's wishes and shuts him out, fearful he will follow his path to hell. Oh! So yeah, there are similarities here with the doors. The doors got meeting. It's Ball D. Ball D? I think that's right. But you can go at it however you like. You know what? I'm going to switch between the two. I'll say Willibald. I'll say Willibald D sometimes. This is a philosophical and practical difference between Chihiro and Samura. One fights to empower others. One fights to absorb all punishment. They both care. They both want the same thing. But that doesn't mean they agree on how to do it. That is right. Bald plus the will of D. Well, yeah. It's funny, man. That's a funny name. I like it. But damn, this guy cooked too. Like they both want the same thing. They just disagree. It's like Samura is not a villain. He's an antagonist in the best sense of the way. It's symbolism, dude. The door. I'm liking this shit. This is a good. What's going on there? Oh, now we're getting into stuff. Oh, dude, Willibald, I'm sorry. This guy got it to you. Got to it 8 hours before you did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're filled with cooks. They are, dude. Such a great community. This is my favorite. I always like the. I mean, I like the JJK community for different reasons, just because it was like so brain rotted and like insane. But like, I actually enjoy being a part of the Bocce Bros community. The JJK community was fun to watch. This one's fun to be in. You know, that's the difference. But yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Crimson Hishaku. He got your theory first, but oh well. Oh, now I think about it, I think this is literally the page I got. I think this is what popped up in my For You page. What does this guy have to say? The flimsiest part about Kagurabachi, and oh, I forgot. This is the dude that doesn't like the reveal, right? Came to that conclusion on my own. No, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. You're not giving me a lot of room. I forgot. This is the guy who doesn't like the Aruha reveal, right? Look, he can have his opinion, but like, I don't know. I don't think he's right. I think Piku. Yeah. I forgot. I didn't realize until I saw this, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait a minute, it's Piku. I forgot. Murray's so freaking dramatic. He could have just said he's going to kill and revive the sword bearers to break the contract, but no, he had to be a drama queen about it. That's funny. That's a fair point. To be fair, he came in that review. He said he likes Aruha's revival. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I liked it immediately, dude. As soon as I saw that, I was like, dude. Well, I mean, you've been here. You've heard me theorize this. Like, it makes more sense for him not to have killed Aruha, because it's like Aruha didn't do anything, right? If we learn that Aruha committed war crimes, then yeah, maybe I get it. But like, he didn't. It's all the malediction. That's the thing. And so that's just a theory I came to on my own. It's proven right, and I'm like, okay, peak. Oh, the revival to that one. That's great. Whoever explained that I white purity style is a metaphor for shooting a gun needs to be the Kagurabachi Hall of Fame. Toby Minori looks. What did I just say? Toby Mune literally looks like it has gunpowder coming off of it. It's like, yeah, it's like an explosion with the Suzaku. So cool. Here we go. Samura Sichi apology form. The media convinced me he was the traitor. I thought he really killed Aruha. I didn't understand his feelings. I was too quick to judge him. I held unfair hate against him. He's the one who's blind, but I couldn't. Wait, he's the one who's blind. Facts, dude. Yeah, okay. Come on, man. Give me a break. Oh, man. All right. And we got, what does this guy say? Oh, this is one we saw earlier. 100 times Samura's not selfish. Nah, bro, I disagree. I get what they're saying. He was selfish. He wants to take the burden onto himself. I think, dude, if Chihiro just like says like, hey, we can like break the swords, that's a possibility, I feel like this whole thing would be over. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Samura realizes you can break the sword. If you can break the Shinoichi. Now, to be fair, can that happen? I mean, that'd be really hard to do. It seems to be super powerful. But like, we broke Cloud Gouger. Right? Chihiro broke Cloud Gouger. I don't see why he can't break the Shinoichi. Samura is selfish. It's not a bad thing. No, it's just he's got a different perspective. It's, again, Samura's not a villain. He's an antagonist. Like, he's not 100. Like, I think Chihiro's plan probably would be to break the Shinoichi, but then who knows if that's possible. I agree with Samura. That's the thing. I do kind of agree with Samura. I think you got to. Samura's willing to do it. Let him go kill the Sword Saint and be done with it. He need to really upgrade Kuro. He needs to like. I've been saying that like, what, can he coat Kuro in Nishiki? Like, is that a thing he could do? I also saw someone like that because that would be like the obvious upgrade for that. But I saw someone else saying that like potentially he may be able to like he may have. Sorry, I'm explaining this terribly. The Akka abilities he might just like not. Oh no, they said they go away. But anyways, he's. Sorry, give me a second to form my thoughts. I saw a theory that Chihiro might at some point in the future be able to use like a Mei again. Like it's something that he viewed like in his sword and he can now just do. Which could be like really cool, where it's like every enchanted blade he fights, he gets an ability from. I don't know. Yeah, dude, I'm getting my rambling. I'm getting my rambling in, and that just happens to me when I do these live streams for so long because I get so excited. I'm like, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this, and I got to say it really quick before I forget about that. And but that would be something I honestly would not be. I would be very for that if, like, again, Chihiro is able to get like a gain an ability of each sword that he fights. Like maybe he learns. Like maybe he just gets Suzaku. I mean, that might be a little too OP. Maybe he gets Crow, where he can like teleport now between his fish. That would be sick, right? That would be awesome. You know, I don't know, something like that. And also, I wanted to say, like with the Crow, like the way he uses them, like this, where he like feathers come off of it and he like zooms around. I think like it really is a backup of every source he had absorbed. That would be crazy. Like that's what I'm saying. Like imagine he pulls out like a Mei during this fight because he absorbed Mei, right? I think so. In the first fight, he used Akka on one of the attacks. I believe it was Mei. Kind of like Rika. Yes, dude. Yeah, give him the copy ability because it's like, yeah, Chihiro's kit is cool, but it is like very basic. And if you want to be able to develop it, stuff like White Purity style is great, but also like you want to give him something like that where like each like that's what I'm saying. Like every enchanted blade he fights, he copies an ability from. And we don't, and the trick is like you don't know which one it is until like much later, and then it's like, oh, he got this one from that one. You know, except for maybe Shinoichi, you know, because just Shinoichi. I don't know. That could be really cool. But I think they're just gonna stick with the Akka. I mean, I could definitely see if he just sticks with having Akka be that sort of copy style, but not forever. So, okay, what do we say? What are our theories going into next week's chapter? You killed it. Where was this? Where'd you put it? Chihiro will absorb Suzaku with Akko, heal his eyes forcibly. He'll force him to see there's another way. Now, I don't think that was going to happen next week. I think that will happen at the end of the fight. I'm putting my chips on Chihiro developing Kuro to the point where he can do a world-cutting slash. Dude, I've been like, I've had a theory that he's gonna make like some like freaking mega goldfish that's like as big as a building for some time. That would probably be what it looked like. That would be the manifestation of a world-cutting Kuro. Would be like this stupidly huge goldfish. That would be so cool. I can totally see that. But so yes, Willow Bald, we're locking in your theory. We'll absorb Suzaku with Akko, heal Samura's eyes, and force him to see there's another way. Again, I don't think it's going to happen next week. It looks like next week we're going to get a good fight chapter, but I don't expect Samura to like lose at the end of next chapter. You know, we're not really there yet. And plus, like I said, we still have the entire Kaminabi civil war going on. It's a civil war now, right? Half of them enforce blindness. Half of the Kaminabi are traitors. So it's a Kaminabi civil war now. It's a Hishaku raid, but it's also a Kaminabi civil war. I can't wait to see. I want to get back to Azami. I can't believe I'm saying that. Okay. I'm not saying I want to go back to Azami right now. Oh, Iori? 100%. Yeah, he's going to see Iori. Like Chihiro will say something really like moving to him, and he lays his eyes on Iori, and that's what. Yeah, no, I feel like that's obvious. I think before Samura, or even like if it doesn't happen like that, like even if it doesn't happen at all, like the way you say, like Samura somehow like is on his deathbed, he'll heal his eyes so he can see Yori before he dies, like something like that. That just seems like the obvious way for his character to go out. That's a given. Yeah, exactly. But I'm absolutely banking on the theory that he has absorbed Suzaku just based on this attack we see. You know what I'm saying? Like this attack, you go back a few panels. I don't have it pulled up right now. This is a Suzaku amped attack. Not amped because it's not an amp, but it's a Suzaku attack. Chihiro used Aka on this, absorbed it, and will then be able to use Suzaku to heal an injury he had before. And then potentially by the end, I really like that theory that he will use it on Samura, cure his blindness, and let him see a new way. Peak. Kagurabachi is peak. Suzaku, imbued. That's what I'm looking for, not amped. Imbued. Appreciate. Yeah, you got the wording for me. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Dude, Kagurabachi 82. I can't believe it's been 82 chapters of peak. We've had 82 chapters of peak. Chihiro Scars, dope as hell, dude. Dope as hell. Where? Okay, I'm pulling back up the chapter. Like when, like we're, and this is like kind of the same panel he had from when he said he was like, I learned about the sword master's sin, like bubble. I learned about malediction. Like, this looks so cool. He really does. I saw something comparing like his not a single bad chapter. Facts. Not one bad chapter. Peak from day one. From day one. All right. Now I'll admit, I was not a weekly reader from day one. I think I've said this before, right? It was in I read the first like 2 chapters. I picked it up when there were only 2 chapters out. No, that is a lie. I picked it up when the first chapter was out. I read it. I'm like, that's very cool. Forgot about it for a few months. Came back, read up to the second Sojo fight, and was like, this is peak, and I've been week to week ever since. And it was that first Sojo fight that hooked me. But yes, not a single bad chapter. 36. What was chapter 36? That's probably like mid Uzaichi, right? I just want to check. I'm just for my own. I'm curious. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Before they go to the showroom, like this is like before the finale of the Raikuzaichi. Yeah. No, I've been weekly since it was. It might have been like a chapter. I don't remember exactly. It was like a chapter after 37. Yeah, isn't that when See, it's funny. I just read this. Yeah, please kill my father. Yeah, that was so peak, and that was on Father's Day, dude. You remember that? That chapter dropped on Father's Day when it was so peak. He's like, "Please slay my father." And the pull it together, May. Cloud Gadger dies, pulls out N10. Please slay my father. So peak. It is fantastic. Is this? I was gonna say, is this That's not exactly. I was gonna say it looks on like the alternate cover for the volume 3. Here, wait, I'm gonna look at Kagurabachi alternate covers. Dude, those alternate covers look so cool. I kind of want to get them, but I can't find English versions. Alternate covers. Like I'm not gonna get it if I can't read it. You know what I'm saying? You know. It doesn't really look like that. Never mind. I lied. It does not look like that at all. I'm talking about this one right here. It just doesn't. Anyways. Bachi Flex, then buy the Japanese. I was thinking about that. I was like, because back when Volume 1 dropped and it was only in Japanese and people were like buying it, I was like debating doing that. OG Pro. Oh, that's what it is. I was gonna say, like, I feel like I recognize it. Yeah, Dude, so peak. Such a great chapter. Yeah, you're not a single bad chapter. We've been here since. I mean, I was here day one, then I left for a little bit, then I came back. All right, we've been peak enjoyers. This arc, I was gonna say, like, this is again, this just keeps happening where it's like this might be the best chapter. Just it might be. It just keeps happening over and over and over again in this arc. It's like this is the best chapter. This is the best chapter. No, this might be the best chapter. This might be the best chapter. It is an unbelievable run. Okay, I've been going for over an hour now. I think I'm gonna call it there. Thanks, Willow Baldy. I appreciate you. And Kagurabachi keeps feeding. Kagurabachi is keeping us all full. It is great. It is great. All I'll say. Thanks, Willow Baldy. Appreciate you here. Good thing you didn't have to see me mess up earlier. And we'll be back next week because, again, I just always assume Kagurabachi never goes on break because it never does. And we'll be back. I don't know if we have a One Piece chapter next week. I might be reading that as well. I don't know. I'm not feeling this current arc as much as I want to. But Kagurabachi, I will always feel. There's never a bad Kagurabachi chapter that comes out. I'm always excited to be here for Kagurabachi. So, break week for One Piece. Okay, then we'll be back next week for Chihiro N10 versus Tobimune. Expect peak. All right, catch you guys later. I'll see you back here in 1 week. Keep your eye out and be posting some videos. I might do a chapter reveal on my channel, like a video. I may do that. I don't know yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do this week for videos. But all right, see you guys later. Peace. Shout out Will Bold.